What's up, survivors? I'm NaturalBorn, and welcome back to episode 5 of the 7 Days to Die 1.0 Survival Guide. Now, as I mentioned in the last video, the goal for today's episode is to finally set up the base. We need to get our storage set up, our workbenches, and most importantly, our horde fighting position. So we also have a satchel to turn in. One thing that we desperately need for progression is going to be mechanical parts. I want to check if the trader has any for sale. I highly doubt that he does, but there's no harm in checking. And with Quest 1 rewards from the trader, or maybe even possibly Tier 2 rewards, sometimes you can get off of mechanical parts, so we are going to go have a look and see what the go is there. And one other thing that I have noticed, I've seen a lot of people talking about this, and I'm not too sure if it's only affecting Xbox players or if it's affecting PlayStation players too, and that is when you name your storage, it's deleting all of the contents inside of the storage. So we're going to go ahead, we'll take the chrysanthemum seed, because we're not going to need that. We're going to pop this in here. We're going to go ahead, name the storage crate, and we're going to come back. Oh yeah, see how it says those, see how there was the dotted text there? Apparently when that happens, you come over and we've got tests on here. If we come back and there's just dots there, then I think the contents of the storage will be deleted. Hopefully that is not the case. We haven't had any issues with our storage, but there's no harm in testing these things. It is one of the big reasons that I wanted to do this Let's Play on console, was to test all of this stuff. Right.
Get lost, bum.
Yeah, whatever you say, mate. Look at that, beautiful. We're going to take the wood, because that's what today's episode's all about. Going to check his inventory. We're going to check his resources, and yeah, he's got no mechanical parts for us. We're going to go ahead and buy that cobblestone too, though. Any meds worth buying? Nah, we're good as gold. Right, we're not even going to take a quest. So as I mentioned, the goal is to stock up on resources. I'm going to try my hardest to get a lot of wood, stone and clay, so we can start doing some upgrades at the base. So yeah guys, there's not really too much to it. Unfortunately, usually by now we'd have our hands on a workbench, but we don't. So I'm going to have to collect stone the old-fashioned way, like this. We're not looking to get too much, just enough to set up a fighting position. Only the fighting position will be upgraded to cobblestone. And same with wood, we're going to collect a lot of wood. Alright, survivors, we've just gone ahead and leveled up, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that point into Motherlode. So this skill is going to help us to harvest more resources, 20% more ore, stone, terrain blocks, and trees with any axe, pick, shovel, chainsaw, or auger. We're doing pretty good on resources so far. 1,500 wood, just under 700 stone. One thing that we are lacking in is clay. So I might even take the opportunity to go pay Rick a visit and see if he has any buried supplies for us, because that way we're going to get clay, but we're also going to be working towards our Tier 2 quests, and we are going to get a reward for doing this too, which in turn could be even more resources.
Okay, fucker. You respect the shop rules and we'll get along just
I like that, man. This fella is loaded with buried supplies.
Come to think of it, I do have word of advice. Next time, bathe before coming to a job interview.
Rightio, Rick. But yeah, as I mentioned, with the buried supplies, you hear that? Circle shrinks. That usually has a chance to spawn in zombies. We've been pretty lucky this time, no zombies. The higher the tier quest of buried supplies, the more zombies that can spawn and the more dangerous they can be. Same with the biomes that you're in, as I explained in the last episode. And buried supplies, they're always going to be 3 blocks down in the ground. So do bear that in mind too. You don't have to clear an area like this. You can just dig straight down. And yeah, my best advice is to make sure that you always leave yourself a way out of that hole. Because like I said, zombies can spawn. And if they're ferals and they end up running in that hole with you and you've got no way out, then it's going to be a rough fight. Alright, no zombies, but I do see a wandering horde over there. We are going to test our luck. As I mentioned in the last episode, wandering hordes have a Oh no! Shit. Well, there you go. Big mistake there. I have left the quest radius for the buried supplies and we have failed the quest. I can guarantee you that it was right there too. Oh well, it is what it is. That's 2 quests we've failed now. So something to bear in mind with quests is there is a radius around the quest location, and if you leave that radius, you will fail the quest. That is extremely unfortunate. Best thing we can hope for here is a loot bag that has a wrench in it, or at least some mechanical parts. Alright, where you going, zombies? I need that loot. Alright, businessman. You look like you could afford a wrench. What do you got for me? Anything? Nothing. I can't believe I failed that quest. So the thing with commentating these Let's Plays is sometimes it's real easy for things to slip your brain, opposed to when you're just playing passively by yourself. You know, I'm always trying to think of wee tips and tricks that I can tell you guys, or things that I can point out, and yeah, it makes a lot of other things slip my mind. The moment of truth. Vehicle adventurers will take a little bit of forged iron. That's nice too. We will need that to craft a wrench if we can get our hands on some mechanical parts. Alright guys, this right here is the beauty of the water purifier mod. To drink out of any water source, you need to make sure that you do not have any items in your hand. And as you can see in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, how much hydration we are getting from this. Now, I've drunken until this was in at least, I think it might have been the 700s, and then I gave up. I wanted to see what it capped out at, but yeah, as far as I know, you can drink a lot of water.
Hey, asshole, you better not bring any diseases into my store.
Shut up. Alright. Take another buried supplies.
It's just a job. It's a deal.
And we'll try our hardest to not mess this one up.
On the wrong end of a rope.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead, start this buried supplies, and hopefully we don't mess this one up. Now, a wee trick that you can do is you can come over here, place a frame down on each of the cardinal points, so the north, west, south, and east points. And as you start digging and the circle shrinks, wherever this line, whatever frame it pulls away from, then you can tell that the supplies are not over in that area. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys how that works. Alright, so the circle's gone ahead and shrunk. And as you can see, it's pulled away from this block here, and it's pulled away from this block here. Still nice and close to this one, still nice and close to this one. So if I had to take a wild guess, I'd say that the buried supplies are somewhere down here in this general direction. And beautiful, would you look at that, survivors? Right there. Alright, looks like we're hungry. We're going to go ahead and, tell you what, we're just going to smash back the sham chowder. We are going to open this supply chest. I've got 1,000 clay on me. It's pretty much all I was looking for here. Didn't want much more than that. Want to craft up about 1,000 cobblestone. But when we open up this crate, it is going to go ahead and it is going to call zombies in. So be very aware of that. When you're in this menu here, you'll find, we're going to read that book, but the second we go take all, there you go, you can hear them, and they've all spawned in. Now, we're actually going to kill them for the XP. This is a bit delayed there. Oh, shit. Forgot to look behind me. Alright, lady. Stay down. Alright, easy as that. So we're going to go ahead and pick up our frames. And yeah, we're going to head back over to the trader, turn in our quest reward, and finish gathering resources for the rest of the night. Alright, what do you got for me?
Great, here you go. Don't spend it all in one place.
Crafting skills would be very nice, but so would those pipe bombs. Pipe bombs are fantastic to use on Horde Night. But our base isn't really too set up for explosives. We're going to be taking the crafting skill magazine because we are looking for that progression at the moment. We want to be reading magazines and unlocking a stun baton would be fantastic. Vehicle magazines, I believe you need 20 for the mini bike and then 45 for the motorcycle. And I think it's 70 for the 4x4 and 100. Might as well pick this up. And 100 for the gyrocopter. We'll leave that crap there. And we might as well just take a few of these things over with us. We find a mining helmet, we can go ahead and... Oh, alright, actually. We got a broken leg. And we got a zombie Arlene on us. This is probably not the time to be slowing myself down, because it is almost night time.
Trader Rick is now closed, so get off my lawn.
Yeah, I'm out of here, mate. Don't you worry about that. One thing that I do need to do is craft up a splint. The beauty of the first rank of physician, you can use a splint to cure a sprain instantly. So we're going to go ahead, craft up some duct tape. Then craft up a splint. Use that. And beautiful, we're all healed up. Gonna eat that, drop that. Might as well pop a bedroll down up here. Alright, believe we have some cobblestone downstairs. Should be down here somewhere. Beautiful. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about those wood cubes. Yeah, definitely going to come in handy. Now, what we're going to do is go ahead, recipes. We're going to craft up 700 cobblestone. Should be more than enough. We need to keep a little bit of stone for repairs. I've got a nice wee chair back here with some books. Handguns and armored up. Can make quality 5 armor now. See, even here would be a nice fighting position. Out there into the open. It's this 3 blocks wide. Yeah, I do sort of want a 2x2 fighting position. 3 blocks wide is nice when you're in multiplayer. Alright, looks like we've got a couple garment bags down here that we didn't search. Might as well go ahead and check those. And would you look at that, survivors. We got the chest piece for the mining outfit. And we got our first legendary part. Now, the legendary part is fantastic. We could only use it to craft one thing at the moment, and that would be a tier 6 pipe baton. And as I mentioned, we are not going to be doing that. I've just been clearing out the staircase here. And this is about as far as we've got so far. So yeah, we're just about on the morning of day 6. And we will be clearing out all of this crap here, and I've decided right there is where we're going to set up our fighting position. We will have to get rid of the chandelier though, because we do not want zombies jumping onto it. Now we'll take a quick look at the mining outfit. Mining tool stamina cost minus 5%. Now you can, when you have a full set of something, you will get a full set bonus. A lot of the set bonuses aren't as good as you would sort of hope. When it comes to mining, the only two pieces that matter of the armor set for mining is the helmet and the gloves. One's going to give you increased block damage, and the other one is going to give you increased ore harvest. Right, so we'll break that out. Pop these in there, and that's just going to give that little bit of extra support so that when we do knock this out, everything doesn't come tumbling down. And we're going to do the same on this side. All right, just like that. Now we're going to clear out all of this. All right, and right here is where our fighting position's going to be. So if we jump downstairs, we have to clear out all of this crap as well. Nice bit of cloth there. That is creepy as fuck, Mo. You see he's just standing over there lurking. And alright, so we're going to have to clear out this stuff too. We are hungry, so we'll go upstairs and eat. Right, I tell you what we're going to do before we go eat, we've got Mo over there. I've seen a deer. We're going to go ahead and we are going to get that deer. We need the meat. There's a rabbit there too. Oh, you bastard. Tell you what. There we go. Easy as that. Beautiful, another level up. We will save that for now. Right, 20 meat from the deer, and we'll get 10 meat from the rabbit. Alright, we are thirsty as well. We do have a water source just over there, but I really can't be bothered running over there. So we're going to just drink the water that we've got upstairs. And yeah, the beauty about this game is there is so many different fighting positions that you can set up for dealing with the horde. Now, the one that we're going to use, I would love to extend it a bit more. There's not a lot of room down in that main foyer area, but we will make do with what we have. Go ahead, drink that. I'll tell you what, one thing we're going to do, is we're going to see if we can craft up a forge. Now, you can go ahead and track, and it will pop up here with the resources that you need. Now, to craft the forge, we're going to need a log, so we'll go ahead and craft that. A little bit of leather and some duct tape. Some more iron and duct tape. And beautiful, yeah. I thought we had some leather down here. And go ahead, craft that forge. Now, the reason that I want to craft the forge is so we can get some clay and some iron smelting down. And we can go ahead and craft up a cooking grill. And the cooking grill is going to allow us to grill some meat. Go ahead and eat that as well. And we'll eat that too. Food isn't an issue. If we really want to, we can eat a vitamin. This is going to give us 100% resistance towards dysentery. So we can go ahead and smash back that stack of sham sandwiches. Something I thought I would never say in my life. But it is extremely effective and it does work. And jump over here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this, eh? Easy as that. Now, I don't want to destroy the bear rug, but the bear rug has to go. Alright, there's our forge. So we're going to go ahead, pop that down as well. I'm just going to place it right here for now. That is just a temporary location for it. Go ahead and get that cranking as well. Beautiful, and we will have a cooking grill in no time. And yeah, we're just going to clear out this stuff here quickly. Get this whole foyer clear of crap so we can start building the path up to the fighting position. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. So what we want to do is count out how many blocks high this is. It's about 5 blocks high. And then we want to count out 5 blocks there. So if we made a ramp directly up, it's going to come to here. So we might be able to get away with... Alright, 2 poles. Alright, so we're going to go into our shape menu. Now, we are going to be using these poles here, center poles on this side. If we come over here to advanced, we should be able to flip these up to that side there. And we're going to place those right there. Now, zombies are going to have a hard time standing up here. Usually, it's good to extend this path out by 5 to 7 blocks. So when zombies are all running across, they're all fumbling off and falling off, and you don't end up getting overwhelmed within your fighting position. Now, if we bring this out by 5 blocks, this right here is pretty much going to mess with that, and I don't think we have enough time to break out this whole chunk of the house, especially because this looks like cobblestone. Flagstone. So yeah, we're not going to bother with that. We're going to work with what we've got here. Another thing you can do is you can look at a shape and you can go down here, copy shape and rotation, or just copy shape. So if we went copy shape, you can see that's the shape there. It can be a very, very handy for when you're building, but we're just going to go here, grab the frames. We're just going to build ourselves a nice wee pillar coming down to the ground. Right, and hopefully, too many zombies, because they're all going to be falling down here. Now, zombies are going to want to go into rage mode. They're going to want to start beating on this. We could possibly get away with no support there. But, like see, if you see we pick these up, this is supported by these poles. But we'll see how that goes. Go ahead and pick that up, and we want to start setting up some ramps for the zombies to get up. Now I want the zombies to be able to run underneath these stairs. We could fill this all in with solid blocks, but another thing that you can do, if we come over here, what do we got? Square. To split that stack in half, we want to come over here and we want to flip this upside down. So we need to go back to advanced. How do we go? Right, not too sure how to rotate backwards, so we're going to have to go back through the whole cycle. Oh, she's painful. Ah, you son of a bitch. All right. Right, perfect. Just like that. Place those in there. Then we can swap back to these ones. And yeah, I think right there will be fine. Usually, if we had more, I tell you what, we'll pick this up. We're going to go back to a full block here. I'm going to place this right there. Now you can see that's 2 blocks high, so it's not going to force zombies into a crouching position. And we can actually go ahead and pick these up here. So there we go. We don't have to worry about zombies beating on anything down there. We have a nice wee start of a ramp that's going up there. We'll go ahead, place those in. Get the rest of these ramps down. Now, zombies can get stuck right here, and they might start beating on this. What you can do, come into your shapes, come over to ramps, or wedge. You'll see right down here, we have a ramp corner. Doesn't matter, either one. Doesn't matter what one you use. So we'll go this one here. We can place that there. Oh. So we're stuck in advanced rotation. If you want to go back to simple, there's a option for it right there. You get into that menu by holding square on your D-pad, and I presume X on an Xbox. Pop that there. Beautiful. And that right there is going to be the ramp up to our fighting position. If we've got time, we will clear this out, just so zombies don't have too much of a hard time getting through there. May even knock that block out too. But ideally what I'd like to do is open up all of this. And who knows, if we open it all up, then we may even be able to extend this fighting position. Now, there is a lot of different ways that you can go about setting this up. There's a few ways that I've used that are tried and true, and one of them we will use for the ultimate horde base. But something I like to use, and something that I've been testing out in my single player worlds, I believe we rotate here, is this block here. So this block is called, where is it? The pole double top. And I like to build my entire fighting position with this block and this block only. We're going to go ahead. I do wish I could cycle back. Oh, there we go. Square, survivors. Square, just tap square, that goes back. So we're going to place that. And we're going to do the same right here. I'm going to place those there. Now, as you can see, we have the thicker block on the bottom. And the reason why is I want to put these ones right here. And right there. Perfect. So that there will be our fighting position. Go ahead and fill that in. And what we can do here is we can melee through here. And sometimes, because obviously we have this block, this is going to block headshots sometimes, but it just still gives you enough room where you can hit up there. And same with down here. Now, we need to go ahead and we need to upgrade all of this. But this here, survivors, this is pretty much the fighting position. And as I mentioned, zombies are going to path in. They're going to find their way up. Sometimes they're all going to be here. They're going to fall down here. We're going to leave all of this open here in case they come from this way. They're not going to want to tear or carve their way through the house. Have a nice path straight through. But yeah, anyway, I'd like to fill all of these rooms with solid blocks, considering our crafting stations and our storage are going to be above them. Then that way, as I mentioned, zombies have a nice clean path to get through. But right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to upgrade all of this to cobblestone and see how we're looking after that. All right, we might be able to craft a hammer. A hammer is going to be a lot faster for upgrading. So we're going to go over here. We're going to craft up our cooking grill. And we're going to pull all of that forged iron out. Alright, food is starting to become a little bit of an issue. I'm going to pop this in there and start grilling some of this meat. There, we can bake some potatoes too. 2 potatoes and 6 pieces of meat. That should keep us going for a little bit. Now, what do we need for the hammer? Just the forged iron. Alright. And here we're short by 1. That's fine. We'll get downstairs, we'll grab that, and then we can continue upgrading. Now, we do need to clear all of this out too. And same on this side, because zombies will probably, more than likely, especially if it's a spider zombie, they will try jump over here. But first, I'd like to get all of that upgraded. Alright, 2 minutes on the hammer. So I might as well just start knocking all of this stuff out now. Alright, that's all upgraded to cobblestone. Alright, now something that I want to do is, you can see we have our fighting position here. But if one of those blocks gets broken, then it doesn't put us in a very good position. We're going to go ahead and we're going to double up all of the bars on here. This is going to make it a lot more safer for us. So like I said, if one block gets broken, then we're good as gold. We can just go ahead, replace it, and no zombies going to be able to get into the base. Beautiful, just like that. And yeah, we don't want a zombie climbing up there and getting caught in that little lip. So what we can do, and this is another way to add a little bit of extra protection to your base. One thing you can do is see how much of a lip that has on it. Oh. Yeah, like that. And if zombies pile up, they will push themselves off that ramp, which will force them back here. And they will more than likely fall off one of these poles. And we can also go ahead and craft some plates. Now, another thing you can do is if you hold square, you will see a setting down here called on face. Go ahead and select that, and you can see we can place these straight against the wall here. To be safe, I might even just pick these up here. Now, we could use a ramp block there as well. Doesn't really matter too much. Just go ahead and pop these ones there, though. Yeah, that should help a little bit more. And if we can, we'll go ahead, copy shape and rotation, and we'll place some of these down there as well. So I'm going to go ahead, upgrade these two. Alright, beautiful survivors. That there is the fighting position. Now, as I mentioned, we do need to go ahead and fill these in. And as I said, we have a couple options. We could use bars here. We go ahead and place some bars as so. And we could go ahead and shoot through these if we need to. Gives us a nice view of what's going on down there. But we cannot throw explosives through them. But as I mentioned, if we need to, we can run over there. But ideally, you do not want to abandon your fighting position. But I also don't want doors here. I don't want an area that if a spider zombie gains line of sight from you, he is going to jump at you. There is no two ways about it. He will launch at you. So, and as I mentioned, that just gives us a nice overview of what's going on down there. Would like to place a solid block in there. And then I would like to clear out these blocks here too. We can repair our axe now, so we'll go ahead and do that. And I wonder if anybody was yelling in the comments at me. The wood cubes, I completely forgot about them. It's always the way, survivors. It's always the way. So what we might as well do is we'll just come over here, pick all this crap up. We'll use the wood cubes to finish this off. Now, we could also put hatches up here. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. We could always knock some of these blocks out and do that at some point before the next horde. At the moment, I just want to get everything sorted for the horde that we will be fighting in the next episode. And yeah, I tell you what, we'll go ahead and I like to make my ladders out of frames just because if you need to pick them up, then you can. We pop the ladder right there. And providing we don't come over here during horde night, nothing should fall and latch onto that ladder. If that happens, then we have a real problem, but we can deal with that at the time. Take that wedge tip, copy shape and rotation. Move through a few rotations here. Pop those in there. Nothing too fancy at the moment. We're going to go ahead and the block that will fill that is the half cube right here. Should be able to place that right there. craft ourselves up a door. Pop that in there. Alright, so there we go. We now have a proper way in and out of the base. Now we can just jump up here, shut that door, and we should be good as gold. Now we just need to clear out this side, and I will probably do the same thing, get some bars in there. We are hungry and thirsty, so we need to get upstairs. We need to deal with that. And another thing we're going to do is we're going to craft up a dew collector. Don't know how I'm looking for plastic or duct tape, but guess there's only one way to find out. Murky water, probably want to get that crafting. Right, I actually think we will probably, more than likely, be out of duct tape. Oh, that meat didn't even finish. Just slam all of that in there. That is fine by me. Get that crafting up. How much time have we got? Tell you what, we're going down. As I mentioned, somewhere over in this direction, there is water. We might as well go drink some. That is what the purifier mod is for. Just in case I need to craft any duct tape, I don't want to be wasting all of the water that we do have. Because yeah, I've said it a bunch of times before, and I'll say it again. Duct tape is most certainly the thing that you are going to need the most of in this game. It is ridiculous how much duct tape you truly need. Alright, get a good guzzle in there. Alright, should be more than enough. Now, these right here, you can get plastic from these. Might as well go ahead and break them because we do need plastic for the dew collector. Not too sure how much I have in one of the storage chests inside, but we're here, so it'd be stupid to not grab it. Alright, we got company. Yeah, might as well go ahead and deal with them. Beautiful, another level. I'd love to find some mechanical parts. Oh, bandolier mod schematic, very nice. Believe that goes into your chest piece and lets you increases your reload speed by 15%. So we're going to go ahead and grab these gore blocks for the bones. Grab a little bit more plastic. Oh, I really want to search all of these cars, but just don't have the time for it right now. Now the beauty is, if we get chased home by runners, we do now have a fighting position, so it is going to be a lot safer. Hopefully, that fighting position can stand up against the Horde. Hordes have been buffed since the release of 1.0. In Alpha 21, you used to be able to defeat the Horde. If you killed all of the zombies, they would stop spawning. But now, zombies do not stop spawning. Even if you defeat the entire Horde, they will trickle in for the rest of the night. This is something we need to be prepared for. So yeah, there will be no early Horde nights. It will finish at 4 o'clock in the morning and no earlier than that. Alright, please tell me we have some plastic. 61, perfect. And we have 1 glue. Is that 2 glue? So we need 2 more glue. So we're going to take those bones. Now, ideally, what I'd like to do is tear this entire roof off this place. If we done that, that would enable us to be able to chuck our dew collectors up here. Dew collectors need 5 blocks above them. I mean, that looks about 5 blocks. We could probably put one right there and it would work. But yeah, ideally, I'd like to knock all of this out. And then we can start putting dew collectors up here on the roof. Right, a little bit of water, we got a little bit of bones, smash back that meat. And if we come over here to chemicals, we should be able to craft some glue. That's 7 glue. We only need 2, so I'm only going to craft 2. If we need more after that, then we can go ahead and craft it. One thing I do want to do, I want to climb up here and see what we got up here. Have some shapes. Oh, look at that, survivors. Another legendary part. Chilling up here in the backpack. Definitely not something I was expecting. We got a flashlight. Definitely a terrible thing to have. But for the purpose of this video... Oh, that ain't it. Oh. I might have to hold square. No. Oh, there we go. Up on the D-pad. I presume that will be the same... Fuck's sakes. I presume that will be the same for the mining helmet. If you do have... Well, not the mining helmet, sorry. The helmet flashlight mod. If you do have yourself one of those and you can't figure out how to turn it on, it should be up on the D-pad. Reckon we can make that jump. Easy. Another legendary part would be nice. No, I will take painkillers. Alright, luggage. Alright, 2 legendary parts just chilling, hidden in our house. Very nice, something I wasn't expecting. These mannequins here are great for plastic as well. Wish we could pick that up. It's a wee aquarium, wee lizard aquarium. But decor nonetheless. I am going to go ahead and copy shape and rotation. Plug that hole. We do not need to be falling through there. And I can assure you that I more than likely would. Alright, recipes, duct tape. Do we have enough cloth? No, we need to go downstairs and get more. And yeah, there's all our cloth there. Get that crafting, then we can craft up our dew collector. Now, you want to put these up high. You don't want to be putting them down on the ground. Zombies will attack them. And another thing to bear in mind with the dew collector is they do generate heat. Meaning they do eventually call in screamers. But as I mentioned, so does everything else in this game. So that's fine. But yeah, it's crazy how much the horde mechanics have changed since the older versions of the game. Used to be you'd build a horde base, you would not build up this high because zombies had 0 pathing mechanics to them and they would just tear your base apart. But now zombies are very smart. They will take the path of least resistance to your character. And this can be the problem if you go ahead and you say build on ground level. Zombies will attack you from all sides and it's not as easy to keep up repairs as it used to be. What you want to do is you want to manipulate the mechanics so you force them into one location, and that is your horde fighting spot. That's why you'll commonly see horde bases are elevated off the ground, as you can see here. Now, zombies, when they fall, they have a mechanic called rage mode. Same as when you damage them and they flip out and they start running at you. If I smack a zombie and he falls down here and he's within 12 blocks of my character, he's going to go into rage mode for a short amount of time and he's going to start beating on the block that is closest to him, which is more than likely going to be these ones or these ones here. Now, the way around this is you either build your fighting position with the drop that is 12 blocks or more. You could dig pits to, say, we could put in a pit down here. We're 5 blocks, so we dig our pit down 7 blocks. Zombies fall in, they have to path out of the pit. That would be a way to avoid that. Speaking of that, though, we do need to go ahead and... these stupid blocks are not full blocks, which really annoys me, but that should be fine. We're going to go ahead and upgrade these blocks here anyway. because these are currently holding up our fighting position. And I'm just going to do these corners here. Alright, perfect. I am more than happy with that. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, we have these plates. Another thing we could go ahead and do is extend these plates down. And that's going to help provide a little bit of extra protection as well. And we'll go ahead and upgrade these to cobblestone. Alright, we have about 500 cobblestone left. That should be more than enough for repairs, but that is exactly what we're going to save it for. And yeah, it should be pretty good. I can't see too many issues happening with it. I don't think anything's going to be able to jump over here. And I think in the next episode, what we're going to do is probably, yeah, clear out these rooms here and start setting up storage. The storage bug's definitely not on. That's something that I hope, for everybody's sake, that gets fixed soon, because, yeah, that is ridiculous. Nobody wants to be losing their resources. Alright, we're going to go place down this dew collector. Ooh, I want to place it there, but... right, let's... oh, well. Lesson... God. Lesson learned, eh? God damn. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that would have been alright there, but there you go. It needs to be on flat blocks, and we broke our leg on top of that. Bloody ridiculous. Said it once, and I'll say it again. The survival guide is not always about what you should do. Sometimes it's about what you shouldn't do. Now, the dew collector, we will be able to make another one pretty easy. Yeah, that is definitely unfortunate. Something I wish that didn't happen, but hey, it happened. There's not a lot I can do about that now. Yeah, I swear, survivors, I do know what I'm doing. Oh, crack up. But yeah, no, good times. So yeah, we have our fighting position set up. Next episode will be tomorrow, and it will be Horde Night. I hope this video has been helpful to you guys. As I mentioned before, it has been a bit all over the show. But yeah, I hope it sort of gives you guys a little bit of insight into how building a fighting position works in general. You might be able to get a nice wee view from up here. Go ahead and break this out quickly. I mean, even up here, we could come up here and... Oof, maybe we shouldn't. maybe we should never come up here. Maybe I should just patch this hole up right now, so I don't end up falling through it. We want to go copy, shape, and rotation. Yeah, as I say, maybe we could come up here and chuck some explosives down. No, it's fine. We don't need to do that. And yeah, that's right, we do have 2 skill points. Oh. See if we've got any challenges. We do have a few challenges too. So what do we have? Place a wooden door, upgrade a wooden block, drink water from a lake. We're not going to talk about that one. Place a forge, scrap poly, and got mining, harvesting wood, and harvesting clay. And skill points. Not 100% sure what I want to do with the skill points at the moment. I would love to go into salvage operations. This one allows you to collect more resources when harvesting with a salvaging tool, like a wrench, a ratchet, or an impact driver. But maybe we organise our skills in the next episode before Horde Night, so I can make a better decision based on how the Horde's going to go. But yeah, survivors, as the sun comes up, that means our time is up. I hope you all enjoyed the episode, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe for more console content. But as always, stay safe out there, survivors, and I'll see you in the next one.